saw two doors. It says physical, mental. He went in the middle. He went in the physical door. Got in there, he saw two other doors. Bone or muscle. I went through the door that said bone. Got in there, it says surgery or therapy. So I went in the surgery door. Then there were two other doors. Major and minor. So I went through the minor door and there I walked outside the building. I said, "Did they do you any good down there?" He said, "No, but that was the most organized place I've ever seen." I have labored hard to organize this, and I admire these speakers who've done so well at that. This city image is significant. It's no ordinary city. This city is 4 square. I hope you enjoy singing that song. I do. It's perfect. The city of God with Christ and the glorified church in heaven is perfect. And all the details of this holy city, also called New Jerusalem, point to the jewels and the gates and the light from God, from the Lamb. The pure gold of the city. And the river of life. Sorrow and death are banished forever. Those who work evil are excluded from the city. And this 4 square city makes us think back to the Old Testament of the 4 square holy of holies. High priest could go in only one time a year. Brethren, in the holy city, it's going to be a community, a city of many. And it will be a part of heaven. It's not heaven, but it's a part of heaven. And heaven won't be heaven without the holy city. Revelation consists of 4 visions, you can say. One of those visions can be broken into 4 visions, so you can have 7 visions of heaven. There's no real discrepancy in saying either one. But if we use the 4 vision concept and watch for the phrase "in the Spirit," which begin these visions, it will start at chapter 1, verse 9, chapter 4, verse 1, chapter 17, verse 1, and then as a part of our text for this lesson, 21:9. And that 4th vision is the important vision of Revelation for our topic. It's the most strategic place in human history, this 4th vision. At least on God's timetable. The world would think, "Oh no, the inauguration of President so-and-so, that was the greatest in history." The presentation of the fiancé of Christ, the bride-to-be. We've been married to Christ here upon the earth. We understand that. But there's an image here of the fiancé at the end of time being presented by God. And this takes place before or right after the wedding supper of the bride and the bridegroom, before they dwell forever in their new dwelling place, the new heaven and the new earth, or New Jerusalem. There are several metaphors in the book of Revelation that make us long for this place. The tree of life, fountain of life, the book of life, the river of life. Hidden manna, an inscribed white stone. But this fiancé, city of God, chapter 21, it makes us long for this home. And this dwelling place of the bride and Christ, the bridegroom, will be a part of God's abode. Augustine wrote a book called The City of God. If you look closely, you will see what city he's talking about. The Roman Catholic Church. The city of God is the New Testament church. What does the Scripture say about these references in our text? The Holy City coming down. The first reference to the city of God coming down is chapter 3, verse 12. And though the lecture does not call for that, this is in the letter to the church of Philadelphia. And it's important to mention because it anchors the phrase Holy City of God. In an early local congregation of the church. The one church in the seven that didn't have anything bad said about her. The second reference to the phrase is in chapter 21, verse 2. And verses 1 through 8 of that chapter preview the eternal age of the saints in heaven. We've not gone to the fourth vision yet. Keep that in mind. Only at verse 9 of chapter 21, where it says in verse 10, and he carried me away in spirit to a mountain great and high. Let's read verse 9. There came one of the seven angels who had the seven bowls, who were laden with the seven last plagues, and he spake with me, saying, Come hither, I will show thee the bride, the wife of the Lamb. He carried me away in spirit to a mountain great and high. That begins. But in verses 1 through 8, that vision has not come yet. It comes at verse 9. There's a big break here. An important transition. And I'm suggesting you today, you cannot really understand the Holy City of God coming down from heaven from God until you realize what has now been done away before chapter 21, verse 9 occurred. The third reference is chapter 21, verse 9, which is the beginning of that vision, the fourth vision, and the beginning of describing the Holy City. And I believe we can all understand it. If we don't stumble at the symbolism, we can understand what these things mean. The fourth location of our text will be from chapter 22, verse 19. And that verse says, Testify to every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. Prophecy means inspired utterance, inspired statement. Any man shall add unto them. What's he doing? Somebody trying to add to prophecy. He said, I'm inspired too. And here's some inspired words I'd like to pass you. There's only one lawgiver in God. And if you start trying to make laws for God, guess what you are? An imposter. Here's what one lawgiver. If any man shall add unto him, God shall add unto him the plagues which are written in this book. If any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part from the tree of life. This is what the American Standard says, and the King James. And the best text for that is the book of life. Erasmus made a mistake here. He didn't have the last 6 verses of Revelation. But he was going to publish his Greek Testament. Had to have some documentation. Didn't have it. So he had to use an older manuscript, 12th century, I think. And it says, the text says, the Greek does, we found out, the book of life. God will take your part from the book of life and out of the holy city. Notice, your name can be taken out of the holy city, which are written in this book. Now, obviously, the phrase, gift of the bride from God to his Son, the holy city, is where God, when God in history is presenting the church in heaven to God, to Christ as his bride. Believers will share this home. In the Old Testament, the holy place, one could go in it. In this new holy city, many will go in. And if you're in the city of God, you've got heavenly citizenship. And that citizenship is permanent. And think of this, when this was said to the Philadelphian brethren in chapter 3, verse 12, it was speaking of something as if it had already happened. That's what we call a prolepsis. This was already given. In other words, it was going to be given, but they were given it ahead of time. Reference to the holy city being New Jerusalem is in Galatians 4:26, Hebrews 11:10, 12:22, and 13:14. And heavenly Jerusalem contrasts with earthly Jerusalem. Jerusalem was significant because this is where the church, when the church began, It's where the Spirit came down for divine guidance. But Jerusalem in Palestine really, compared to the spiritual church, has lost its significance in the plan of God. Oh, I've enjoyed this in Jerusalem. But God is extremely concerned with more heavenly Jerusalem than he is earthly Jerusalem. Now turn with me in your Bible to chapter 21, verse 2. I want us to observe here a great transition that's going to come to pass. God is going to judge and do away with the following things and entities. It's hard to come up with the word there. You don't just say persons, but the devil will be done away with before we get to the holy city coming down. Look at it. Chapter 21, verse 2 said, "And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, made ready as a bride, adorned for her husband." Now watch what God has done away with before this time. The sea beast, chapter 19, verse 20, has been thrown under the lake of fire. Chapter 20. Chapter 19. The false prophet who deceived, Brother Bauer pointed out that was those who enforced worship of the empire or the emperor, false deity, pagan cultus, as he called it, the Concilia of Asia Minor and whatever country you were in. So this false prophet deceived and made people worship the sea beast, plus those who followed him. Then in verse 21 of chapter 19, the rest were conquered by the sword, the word Christ. In other words, Christ influenced human beings here upon this earth and caused Christians to arise all over the world. Numberless armies are done away with, chapter 20, verse 9. Those that surround the saints and the beloved cities. In other words, you can persecute the church. You can try to kill the church. You can really hurt the church here on it. But you won't win. You will ultimately fall. Then the devil that deceived these armies is done away. Chapter 20, verse 10. And then no place was found for the earth and heaven anymore. It says the earth and heaven fled away. Or they're gone. You've got to remember that when you come to chapter 21, verse 9, and you see the new heaven and the new earth. The holy city coming back. The new Jerusalem. And the living who were not listed in the book of life were cast into the lake of fire. And the dead not listed in the book of life were cast into the fire. So those that, the living who were not listed in, and the dead who were not listed. I can see Brother Bill Davis lathering up that passage. The unlisted in the book of life. Are you unlisted? I appreciate you. And that's a good sermon. Mark that down, folks. And then they were cast into the lake of fire. I'm submitting to you, if you want to understand the holy city coming down out of heaven from God, you must know what these images I've just mentioned mean. Number two, you've got to know they are, at this point in the Revelation, chapter 21, verse 9, gone. They're past. If you don't, you won't understand the right interpretation of the Holy City. So after these foregoing adjustments that God and Christ made, several things are done. And as a result, John saw the following evil things no more. Watch it. Chapter 19, verse 14, death. No more. Hades, the realm of the dead. Chapter 19, verse 14, also gone. Mourning, gone. 21:4. Crying, 21:4. Pain. The sea is gone. What's that? Separation between you and God. It's gone. God is dwelling with you, you with Him. Night is gone. Chapter 21, verse 25. Or maybe that's verse 5. The curse is gone. Chapter 22, verse 3. I believe night is 21:25. So instead of those things that are gone, here are some good things that are. Revelation chapters 1 through 8, there's a new heaven, meaning a new atmosphere. 21:1. A new earth, same word. The holy city coming down from heaven, from God. Verse 2. The tabernacle of God is with men. Verse 3. He shall dwell with them. Verse 3. They shall be His people. Peoples, plural. God Himself shall be with them. Also verse 3. And verse 3, He will be their God. Don't pass over these scriptures lightly. And He will wipe every tear from their eyes. I get comfort from that, and so do you. So we see here in chapter 21, 1 through 8, previews. These verses preview the context of the Holy City coming down. And then, beginning at chapter 9, for several more verses, it brings it about. The Lamb's fiancé descends as a presentation of God, the Father. He's giving the bride, thus the church, to the Son. And the church submits to Christ. The Holy City cannot be a place of dwelling apart from God. Impossible. Why? Because God's dwelling is now with men. Verse 3. Now picture the fourth vision for a moment. Chapter 21, verse 9 through 22, verse 5. If you watch in passages like these in the last several chapters, you'll see no more words, no more. When it's talking about the fall of Babylon, there'll be no more sound of the meal. Some people who are just secular and non-spiritual think, oh, that's true. No more sound of the harp. Oh, I'm sorry. No more selling merchandise anymore. Oh, that's true. I've spent a lot of it. But if you're not spiritual, that's your whole world. Babylon falls. When Babylon falls, there are 7 times, 7 categories of things that will be no more. No more fine foodstuffs. No more precious metals, jewels, wood. No more slaves of men, souls of men. You will have people work for you. But in contrast to that, in the city of God, no more sun. Right? You don't need the sun anymore. You've got God and Jesus, the Lamb, who gives the light. No more shutting of the gates. Why?